T-shirtpatch.com presents Return to Thunder Road.
Welcome, race fans. Let's meet the drivers. Dane Lloyd in the number 9. Jim Revis in the number 57. Davin Markham in the number 43. Jordan McAvoy in the number 422. Swede Melgaard in the number 15. Brent Beavers in the number 27. Christopher Hill in the number 5H. Chad Puderbow in the number 20. James Beavers in the number 37. Dennis Anderson Jr. in the number 04. Brian Ezel in the number 45. Starting in the first position is Dane Lloyd. Starting second is Jim Revis. Davin Markham starts third. Jordan McAvoy starts in the fourth position. Swede Melgaard starts in the fifth position. Brent Beavers starts in the sixth position. Christopher Hill starts in position number 7. Chad Puderbow starts in the number 8 position. James Beavers starts 9th. Dennis Anderson Jr. starts in the 10th position. And Brian Ezel rounds out the field in the 11th starting position. Our cars are making it around tonight under the lights for this scheduled 30-lap event. The starter having a look at them. The crowd is on its feet in anticipation of the action. They are pulling the formation tightly. Radio spotters telling them where to be as they make their way across the back straightaway here tonight. The flag man has his flag in the air, and we are underway. Dane Lloyd to the inside, Jim Revis on the outside. Davin Markham inside of Jim, working on that position for second. And as we cross the line, it'll be Dane Lloyd, Jim Revis, and Davin Markham in the top 3 positions. Swede Melgaard in the 4th position, Jordan McAvoy in 5th, Brent Beavers 6th, Christopher Hill 7th, Chad Puderbow in the 8th position currently. In the 9th position is Dennis Anderson Jr., James Beavers 10th, and Brian Ezel in the 11th position. Up Brian past James for the 10th position. Dane Lloyd extending his lead over Jim Revis. As the drivers execute the well-rehearsed ballet, gracefully sliding through the turns. Dane Lloyd enjoying a comfortable lead. Jim Revis in second place. And not far behind is Davin Markham in the 3rd place with Swede Melgaard on his tail for the 4th position. And Jordan McAvoy completing the top 5 on lap 6 of our scheduled 30-lap event. Swede Melgaard showing you how it's done. Chad Puderbow trying to make a move on the inside of Dennis Anderson Jr. Dennis taking it a little lower that time around to prevent that invasion from the number 20 machine. Dane Lloyd in the first position, Jim Revis second, David Martin third, Speed Melgard is in the fourth position currently, as they cross the finish line with Jordan McAvoy in the fifth position. Second, third, and fourth position are hanging tight to the same line. I expect to see some action there. I can't remember any of those three guys who said they liked to finish second. Christopher Hill running in the seventh position, drawing a bead on the back of sixth place Brent Beavers. Chad Puderbow and Dennis Anderson Jr. gaining a little space against Christopher Hill in number 5-8. Nobody's making any mistakes in the second through fourth position. But our leader, Dane Lloyd, is doing it even better. Jim Revis in second place. Davin Markham in third. Swede Melgard in fourth. And Jordan McAvoy in fifth place. Sixth place is Brent Beavers. Christopher Hill is in the seventh place now. Dennis Anderson is in the eighth place. Chad Puderbow is in the ninth place, Brian Ezell is in 10th, and James Beavers in the 11th place. Jim Revis, Davin Markham giving a display of grace and skill. Brent Beavers in the sixth position, gaining just a little bit of distance on Christopher Hill behind him in seventh. Chad Puderbow gaining slightly on the 04 of Dennis Anderson Jr. Meanwhile, back at the ranch up front, Dane Lloyd, Jim Revis, and Davin Markham are the top three. Swede Melgard and then Jordan McAvoy in the fifth position. Brent Beavers rides sixth, Christopher Hill seventh, Dennis Anderson eighth, Chad Puderbow ninth, and Brian Ezell is in the 10th position. Christopher Hill struggling to get around the 04 machine of Dennis Anderson. Meanwhile, Jim Revis and Davin Markham have closed the gap between themselves and the first place of Dane Lloyd. here on lap 24 of our event, scheduled for 30 laps. Jim peaks on the inside, didn't have enough to take him on the straightaway. Davin Markham getting up close to see how it's being done. May have a trick up his sleeve as well. Dane Lloyd, Jim Revis, Davin Markham, Swede Melgaard in the 4th position. Dennis Anderson Jr. and Chad Puderbaugh in the 8th position. Brian Zell Stone in the 9th position. Dane Lloyd, Jim Revis, Davin Markham as they cross the finish line on the 28th lap. Swede Melgaard still trying to put something together to get around Jordan McElroy, 422 machine. As they come around to the white flag, it'll be Dane Lloyd, Jim Revis, Davin Markham, Jordan McElroy, top 4. And this the last lap. Let's see if Davin has anything for Jim. Let's make sure Dane makes it around these last 2 turns. And it's going to be Dane Lloyd, Jim Revis, Davin Markham, Jordan McElroy, Swede Melgaard in 5th place. Brent Beavers finishes 6th. Dennis Anderson 7th, Chad Puderbaugh finishes 8th, Christopher Hill finishes 9th, Brian Ezel finishes in the 10th position, and James Beavers finishes in 11th position. Subscribe today to Blue Groove Racing on YouTube.com and never miss a lap of action.